Hello. So I am super duper excited because I'm sure it's been all over YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and all other forms of social media. But Bunny, Graveyard Girl, came out with her own palette from Tarte. She collaborated with Tarte to make this palette, and I am super duper excited because it did come on pre-sale a couple days ago. The tracking said that it was going to be delivered on Tuesday, so I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine, I guess I can wait. But I also purchased Jeffree Star's Celebrity Skin, and that was shipping today, so when it delivered, this came in the mail with it, and I'm super duper excited. I absolutely love the packaging. I think it's super duper cool. It's a Swamp Queen. It's got the Graveyard Girl logo, and then it's got the alligator with the wings, which is kind of her signature thing. And then on the back of the box, it has a picture of Bunny. This is Graveyard Girl, and it's got a little bio here about, you know, how she's been doing over the past 5 years. She's been making YouTube videos and all kinds of stuff. And I just want to get into the palette real quick because it's so pretty. So with the palette inside, you also get this kind of insert where it has Bunny's eyes, and it's got a day look and a night look, and then you turn it around, it's got another day look, and no, I lied. So it's just got these two looks. This one is, this side's in English, this side's in French, but it's got Bunny's eyes, kind of how to do this particular look. It also has where you can post your looks on like Instagram or anything, and you can tag Tarte Cosmetics and Bunny and use the hashtag BunnyXTarte. So that's pretty cool. So this is what the palette looks like. It looks just like the box. It's got a nice kind of faux wood texture, and it's got gold foil stamping on it, which I thought was a nice touch. And the inside of the palette, I've already used it, so it's a little messy, but it has a nice full, and you can see me, a nice full mirror, and it has a cute little quote that she said, and it's stamped on there. It says, "Believe in yourself, love yourself, embrace your individuality," which is pretty cool, because she is one of those kinds of people who, you know, if you see out and about, you might think that girl's weird, but she just has such a big personality that, you know, she has kind of given a lot of people reason to embrace their own individuality and their own personalities. So I thought that was really exciting, and I thought it was a really nice touch on the mirror, which, by the way, this mirror, holy crap, full size, so nice. So it comes with a brush. It's a cute little faux wood, gold tapered brush. I was honestly a little scared when she said that it came with a brush, because I know from experience that the Urban Decay brushes that come with the Naked palettes are not very good quality, and I don't like them, but I do actually really like this brush. It's nice and soft. It doesn't feel plastic like the Urban Decay Naked brushes. It feels like a real brush, and like she said, everybody could always use an extra brush, and even for those people who, you know, want to get into makeup, and people who are buying this palette because, you know, it is Graveyard Girl, might not be the kind of people who really have the money or the means to buy a lot of brushes, or really be into makeup that much. They don't have necessary disposable income, I guess, to be buying a lot of makeup, and this might be their one thing that they are splurging on. So it comes with a nice brush, and I really like that. Also, I've got my tea here. I prepared for this. I'm so excited. Jacob hates that. Anytime I watch Bunny's videos, he always makes fun of it. He always teases about it, but whatever. I love it. It's her shtick. Don't hate. So right away, to get into the palette, the colors, of course, are super pretty. It comes with a bronzer, blusher, and a highlighter, which are, I'm gonna have to like peek my head around so I can see, which are these three, which are really nice colors. This is Sweet Tea, and then this is Does This Thing Really Work, and this is Alligator Wings and Gator Wings. I think all the names are pretty clever. I think they really go with, you know, her whole personality and her whole little empire that she's built on YouTube. And the first color, the first row, which is this beautiful color that is hashtag SFS. And I'm sure a lot of people know, stands for Swamp Family Strong. It's kind of it's just a trendy hashtag that's used all the time because she calls her little following Swamp Family members. So yeah, the next color, which is more of a matte, so hashtag SFS is a shimmery kind of nude color. I'm not very good with colors, like describing colors, but it is a shimmery kind of nude color, and it is less shimmery. It's less shimmery than some of the other colors in the palette, but it is it's got a nice iridescent kind of color to it. The next color in the palette, which is Natural Peaches, it's definitely a matte color, and it is more of a kind of a peachy nude color, which I really like. I used it as a transition shade. I also used hashtag SFS on the inner corners of my eyes. And then the last one in this row is called Dog Man, which is a shimmery kind of orangey earthy color, which I absolutely love that color. I love the color so much. It's my favorite, and I'm super duper sad because I am an idiot, and I was holding the palette and I dug my nail into the color itself and I took a chunk out of it. It's fine. But then the second row is the color Big Baby, which is a white, kind of like a highlight color. It's pretty matte. It's not exactly, nothing to write home about, I guess. It's just a cream kind of color. And then the next one is Sassy Bun, which is a very shimmery color, which I used in the inner corners of my eye for my lower line to add a pop of color. It's very pigmented, very shimmery, nice quality there. The last one on this row, which I put it on the outer corner of my eyes and under my lash line. I got mixed feelings on, and I will tell you why, but I will show you here. This is called Sippy Sippy, and you can see, do you see how it's kind of glittery? Do you see that shimmer going on there? That's what I kind of don't like about it. It's a brown. However, it's got gold flakes in it, which is really cool. When I was applying this on my eye, I used it on the outer corner and I, blend it all out. The gold flakes just crumble, just fall. And I was like, okay, well, you're not really that important, I guess. And I don't really see a whole lot of it on my eye. And so I was just like, whatever, you're there for fallout, I guess. On the third row is called Haunting. And of course, the whole thing with her name is Graveyard Girl. She started out kind of making videos about paranormal stuff that was happening to her, or talking about paranormal stuff in general, which I think was one of the things that really kind of drew me to her when I first started watching her a couple of years ago, because I was obsessed with paranormal stuff when I was younger. I absolutely loved it. I was on a website called paranormal.com, which I don't think it's no more. And I made a lot of friends there. So this one is called Haunting, and it's a kind of pale lavender color. It is a shimmery color, and I haven't really tried it yet. But the next color, which I love, is called Haunting, and it is a very shimmery kind of beige, almost kind of like a darker brown, I guess. Almost kind of looks purple, but it's very nice, very pretty. I absolutely love it. And then the last color on this row is called Man Cat, and that is this kind of dull purple color. Again, I haven't swatched all of these yet. I was actually planning on doing that in the video because I am real excited about this. So, without further ado, I am going to go ahead and swatch some of these using my fingers because I already used all my brushes. But I'm going to do a quick close-up of my makeup right now because I absolutely love the way this turned out. This is, if you can see, I've got hashtag SFS, and I have Dogman and also Sippy Sippy, and I love those colors together. Dogman and Sippy Sippy especially, they're just very pretty. I love my browns, I love my neutral colors, and I love that she included all those in this palette, especially Dogman. It's such a pretty rust kind of color, and I know she uses that a lot because it really brings out her blue eyes, which is amazing. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and try to swatch these, and hopefully it'll all be okay. So I'm not very good at swatching. I apologize. I'm really, really bad at it. Apparently I don't know how to do a straight line on my arm. It's just a great palette. I'm thoroughly impressed. I think I'll be using this a lot. And it's kind of funny because I don't like glitter. Like I don't like anything glittery. I normally just don't deal with it. But I actually really enjoy the glitters in this palette, with the exception of Sippy Sippy. That one I just I need to work on applying it better. I'm also wearing her bronzer and the blush, and I really, really like everything about this palette. So, great job, Bunny. I love it. The only other thing that I want to say right now is I commend Tarte 100% during the pre-sale, because I know that it was probably something that was a really big deal. A lot of people, she has 6 million followers. That's crazy. So I commend them during the pre-sale. I was able to get it after like an hour or so of it being up, and I was really excited about that. Unfortunately, I do have some issues with her BeautyCon box, and this has nothing to do with Bunny at all. Nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with BeautyCon as a company that I'm going to be posting a video about shortly. Unfortunately, I was sick during the time that it actually went down. That had no reflection on Bunny, no reflection on this palette. I absolutely love this palette, and I love Tarte. Thank you so much. But that concludes this video. I hope you guys really liked it. I hope you found it informative. I'm sorry that my swatching skills are just abysmal, but thank you so much for watching. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, do your thing, and I will see you guys later.